5 weeks. Carry on only. I'm leaving my little cosy life behind for a while, which is exciting and also slightly terrifying. We landed in Manchester, then did London, Ireland, Scotland, back to London, and finished with 3 days in Paris before flying home. This is my soft life abroad story. There was one thing that made a huge difference: flying business class. It was the privacy, the quiet, the ability to lie down, put my headphones on, knit, sleep, and just have this little cocoon where my nervous system could unclench a bit. It gave me a softer landing into a very big 5 weeks. Manchester was our first proper stop, and honestly, I loved it more than I expected. We were there for 5 days before catching the train to London, and it ended up being such a lovely soft landing into the trip. It had this cool, arty, historic feeling. Old brick buildings, interesting streets, friendly people, and a bit of grit in the best possible way. But Manchester also felt personal. My grandfather was born here 100 years ago, and while we were there, we visited the house where he was born. There was something really grounding about standing in front of that place, this ordinary house on an ordinary street, and realising that part of my own story started there. Unfortunately, I also got stung by a bee for the first time in my life. London was the first place where the trip really started to feel real. The trains, the crowds, the movement, the noise. There was so much to take in. There's something amazing about being in a city with that much history and energy. London reminded me that travel doesn't have to be done at full volume. Sometimes the softest choice is a cafe, a quieter street, or going back to the room before you completely hit the wall. Ireland was meant to be my big exhale, like green scenery, slower days, a nervous system reset. And for a minute it was. And then I got sick, proper sick, flu sick. There I was, in a different country, trying to figure out how to rest when I didn't have my usual comforts. So from that point on, the trip kind of changed shape. it became more soft survival mode. Scotland felt like quiet magic. Castles, cobblestones, colder air, those moody little streets. But I was also travelling on a much lower battery by this point. The flu was still hanging around, and I had to keep adjusting my expectations. This is where the trip became less about doing everything and more about noticing what I could still do. I think that's what soft bravery looked like for me on this trip. Not being fearless, just doing the next small thing. By the time we got back to London, I wasn't really in adventure mode anymore. I was sick, tired, and starting to miss my own bed, my own little routines, and Pepper, obviously. So sitting in bed with a cup of tea, meditating with my headphones on, letting myself rest without turning it into a personal failure. And rest is not wasted travel time. It's how you get to enjoy any of it. Paris was the place I think I had romanticised the most. And to be fair, it did give me moments. The streets, the cafes, the Eiffel Tower, the little flashes of beauty. But the real version is that I arrived in Paris almost running on empty. I was still not fully well, my energy was low, and my nervous system had been doing a 5-week group project it did not sign up for. I loved Paris, and I was ready to go home. Both things can be true.
I walked across an empty land. I knew the pathway like the back of my hand. I felt the earth beneath my feet, sat by the river and it made me complete. Oh, simple thing, where have you gone? I'm getting tired and I need someone to rely on. I came across a fallen tree. I felt the branches of it looking at me. Is this the place we used to love? Is this the place that I've been dreaming of? Oh, simple thing, where have you gone? I'm getting old and I need...
You learn to carry yourself gently, even when the world feels big and loud. You learn that you're not running away from your life, you're walking deeper into it. Every moment of loneliness teaches you something about presence. And maybe you realise you're braver than you thought.